This is part 2 of the Slendytubbies 3 Roblox Edition tier list. Today we're doing the guns. Now I got my friend Raiden. Go sub to his channel, That Dodo Boy Man. He's pretty cool. And take it away. Give me the first gun.
Alright, the first gun is the gun everybody starts with, the pistol. I forgot what it was exactly called, but it's just the normal one. Damage?
It's pretty bad.
Yes, its reload speed, pretty good actually.
Yeah, its reload's pretty good. That'll give it some pretty good up there.
Now the only bad thing about it is its damage. It does basically nothing to the bigger ones when you start getting farther into the game, you know?
Yeah, once you buy the second gun, it's pretty much useless.
Alright, so where are we putting that one?
I think D tier would be good.
D tier? Alright.
D.
We're gonna do, guess what? The knife. The knife is another object you get. Now, the thing about the knife is, it actually does pretty good damage. It just is a lot harder to use. You're just gonna have,
because you have to get like real up close. I honestly, I don't know about the knife. I think it's E tier.
Yeah.
Yeah,
alright.
No one actually uses it.
Next up is the XIX, which is the original gun version 2. This is
XI what?
The XIX2.
Okay, so the XIX2.
The XIX2 is the exact same gun, but with a scope.
I don't know if that actually makes it better or worse, because then it could be like.
Okay, right now it doesn't.
It doesn't. E tier. I mean D tier.
Yeah. Next up is the machete. The machete is basically like a nice upgraded version.
And I'm pretty sure it does like slightly more damage.
Yeah, but it's a little. I think it's a little slower. I can't tell.
I don't know if it's honestly better or worse than the knife.
I would actually say that's a C tier because to me that's a C tier right there. Cause it instant kills little.
It could be good. Like if you run out of ammo and there's like 87 bajillion newborns, you could kill them.
Yeah, pretty good. I would definitely. For me myself, I would say that's that's most definitely probably a C. But that's up to you. What are you giving it?
I'm pretty sure C's are pretty good.
All right. Next up, the axe, which is
the axe. I don't think I've actually ever used that. It's probably just the machete.
The axe is a lot slower, but does a lot more damage. It is good. It's just a mix between, do you like doing more damage but slower, or do you like for example, if you want to have less damage but be a lot faster, that would be the knife. Its damage is pretty good. It can kill those.
I think machete and axe go hand in hand. I'm putting it in the C tier.
Probably, yeah. Next up is the shorty.
It's the best starter weapon.
It's a shotgun that does really good damage, but the thing is, it only has 3 bullets, and its range. Let me check its range.
Its range is actually pretty good.
Oh, range is pretty good. You can shoot from pretty far away, and you'll still basically do good. Where are you gonna put
shorty? B tier.
B tier?
Well, I don't know. Maybe C, because I mean, once you buy a new weapon, it's pretty much useless.
Yeah. All right. Next up on the list, what is it called again? We have ourselves the the VZ61. The VZ61 is kind of like is the machine pistol. I'm pretty sure. Let me check. Yep. Now, this gun has 20 bullets around, shoots really fast. The damage was, let me see, it is, well, it does the equivalent of 2 machete stabs. And its range, let me check, it has a lot of recoil, and its range is pretty bad. Not the best weapon.
I think that goes with in the C tier. It's a pretty good starter weapon too, because I'm pretty sure it's like 750.
Yeah. Now next up is the 4-4 combat. I'm pretty sure a revolver. Yep, a revolver, and it's pretty strong. It does like 3 times what a knife would do in damage. It has 6 rounds, and it has basically no recoil. It's whatever it's called. Range is pretty bad though, but other than that, this would definitely be a really good like a very good secondary weapon. What do you think we
Yeah.
should get?
To be honest though, I feel like it because I know this thing's pretty expensive from playing, and I don't think it deserves C tier.
Yeah, D probably.
All right, next up, what do we have?
Oh, the MCS 870.
Oh, this gun is so good, bro. You can use this thing the entire game, bro. It almost one taps the big white boys with spikes. It kills the freaking grasshopper droid bot things instantly. Kills everything, bro. It's goated. I'll let you take it away from you.
Alright. This gun has really good range. Really good. Has 5 bullets and does a ton of damage. The only thing is, every shot you take, it takes like around a second to shoot again, but other than that, this weapon is really good. Like I said, the only downside is probably the reload speed and every shot, like, every time you take a shot, every time you shoot. It's pretty good, though. Like, it does a lot of damage.
I'm pretty sure it's either A or S.
A or S? I'm gonna have to say A. It's not up there in the S.
Yeah, S tier. It's just S tier is really hard. We'd be lucky if we even get an S tier in this round. I mean, in this video.
Is the MP5N. The MP5N is like is not a secondary weapon. It does not it can do a lot of damage. Has a pretty good reload speed. Its range is pretty good. It does probably like 2 times. Let me see. Pretty good, actually. I would say this weapon is probably up there at either B or A because it's pretty good. Like I said, the only downside to it is its damage. Other than that, everything else about it is pretty good.
I think the MP5N, because I know that one's how much does that one cost? If you can tell.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that one was $12.50. I'm gonna put it in the B tier, one because it's really expensive, and two, there's better submachine guns.
Alright. The next up, we have the katana. The katana is... We're about to do that, actually. Let's see. It does basically... Well, it's really fast and does a pretty good amount of damage. Like, we're talking really good amount of damage, actually. I'm hitting it on one of those grunt guys, the really strong ones, and it's basically faster than... It's not as fast as the shotgun, it's a melee. But this is probably one of the best, if not best, what are they called? Melee weapons.
I think... my bad. I think this one could go in the C tier. C or B.
Yeah, probably C. Next up on the list, the M40A3.
M4A3?
The sniper, it's pretty good, and we're about to try it. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but it depends on what mobs you're hitting. It has a really good range. Its reload speed is really fast. It's pretty fast if you use it right. And the shooting speed is also really fast. It's basically, in my opinion, I don't really know. I would have to give it, to my opinion, I would have to give it probably a C.
I think C is a pretty good, reasonable answer. Okay, we're good. My bad.
Next up is probably the challenger to the MCS 870, the AKM. The AKM shoots really fast.
Oh, AKM's good.
Does a lot of damage. Reload speed is pretty good. Range is about basically kind of like the shotgun as well. And all around, it's basically one. It's basically it's basically like I said, challenger to the shotgun. It has almost the exact same stats to it,
Yeah.
but the only big difference is its reload speed and its shooting time. Because it shoots really fast and has basically very close but not all the way near the same damage, that gives it a one up, and it's also its reload time. Like I said, it's basically it's depending if you want to have if you want to shoot faster with less damage or shoot slower with more damage.
I think we put this one in the A tier, right up there with the shotgun.
Yeah, it's really good. Next up is the M249 Saw. The M249, I don't know, have I used it?
M249
It's
saw.
really good. Basically, it has two 150 bullets, and it's really strong. Now, is it stronger than the shotgun or the AKM? Probably not. It does a lot of damage to big bosses and all that, but when it comes to actually, like, it does it a lot slower. Reload time is also really slow. It takes a long time to reload. Its range is basically like the others. In all, I think it's probably a B. Well, no,
Yeah.
well, yeah, probably B.
Yeah, B sounds pretty reasonable for that gun because it's nice. It shoots decently fast and does a decent amount of damage. It's a good weapon to have in later game when there's a bunch of mini guys. But for like big guys, nah. All right, what do we have up next?
Next up is the RPG. You know what an RPG is, but in this game, it does pretty reasonable amount of damage for an RPG. But it now that I'm looking at it, it actually the big bosses, it's weaker than the shotgun or the AKM.
Yeah, I
Now
would definitely take those over the RPG.
the good thing about the RPG is it can do lots of damage. No, listen, it doesn't do as much damage, but it's different from all the other guns because one bullet can hit a bunch of other bunch of other
Oh yeah, true, because of splash damage.
yeah. It's other than that, its reload is you need to have. You only get 4 bullets, and it's really expensive. It's pretty good if you like having splash damage, but if you're trying to like make a combo between that and something else, it doesn't really work well with anything.
I think for this one, the RPG, it's okay, but it's not something I usually buy when we play. I think this goes in the C tier or B tier. I'll let you pick.
Probably the C. No, the D tier. It's
Yeah,
not.
it's kind of bad.
Next up, the MK16. The MK16 has a scope, but you don't need it. It shoots a lot slower, but it does really good damage. Its reload speed is way faster than the AKM or the shotgun. Its range is actually a lot better because it has a scope. I guess the only downside, well, technically the only downside is it doesn't shoot fast, but if you press the trigger fast enough, it's pretty good. Like, we're talking up there with the A, but to me, this gun is probably the best gun out there. It's, like I said, its only downside is because of its shooting speed. Other than that, it has amazing damage. It's basically, it's really good. I shouldn't. It's just really good.
I think we might have our first S tier.
Probably. This one is basically the best weapon.
It is actually really good. I just realized how many of these start with M. We got the MK16, MCS 870, the MP5N, the machete, the M4A3. That's actually it. That's not as much as I thought. Okay, what do we have next?
The last weapon, the chainsaw.
I'm gonna be honest.
It's the best weapon.
It is the best weapon.
Here's why. The chainsaw, has two bad things about it. Number one, it's a melee, which means you're going to get hit a lot, probably. And it's animation. You can't switch between any weapons until the animations is done, but the damage is really good. It's way better than the shotgun or the anything, because it instantly drains their health, and you can use it until its little cooldown thing comes down. And you can kill one of those bull things instantly, basically. You take down so much of their health, which means we might have another S tier. This weapon is, like, really good.
And one more downside is, what is it, like, I'm pretty sure it was like 50,000.
No, that's the grenade thing, but I can't find that.
What grenade thing?
It was a grenade you could have.
No, I'm pretty sure it was the chainsaw that was 50,000.
That was the grenade that had 50,000.
Well, either way, we'll put it in the S tier. And I'm pretty sure that concludes our Slendytubbies 3 Roblox guns. The worst gun or weapon you can say is the knife. No one actually uses it. It's absolute garbage. And none of them are actual F tier, like you would never use. And the best two guns or weapons being the MK16 and the chainsaw.
Definitely buy those ones. It's technically actually a perfect match because it's a melee and a you have your melee and your other two, so I would definitely have that as a good one.
Okay, well, I'm gonna be honest here. My favorite weapon is the MCS 870 shotgun.
My favorite is either the chainsaw or the AK or that shotgun.
Well, I'm pretty sure that concludes it for this video. Guess what? Next video we're doing the maps. But guess what? Y'all don't get to see that. You have to wait till next episode.